chapter Magnetism and Matter, chapter number 5 of NCERT, class 12 physics. So our first topic is what do you mean by magnetism? ठीक है, तो magnetism we have different aspect to explain it. So general definition for magnetism is phenomenon of attracting magnetic substances like iron, nickel, cobalt, etc. It can be also determined by explaining the property of magnet, that a body possessing the property of magnetism is called magnet. A magnetic pole is a point near the ends of magnet where magnetism is concentrated. तो बेसिकली हम जो मैग्नेट होता है इसके अगर आप एंड्स में जाते हो, ठीक है, तो एंड्स में हम ये मान के चलते हैं कि टोटल मैग्नेटिक स्ट्रेंथ एंड्स पर ही होता है, जिसे हम बाद में पोल्स नाम देते हैं, ठीक है. अगर हम बात करें अर्थ का, तो अर्थ इज़ अ नेचुरल मैग्नेट, ठीक है, एंड बार मैग्नेट इज़ अ आर्टिफिशियल मैग्नेट. And the region around a magnet in which it exerts force on other magnet and on the object made of iron is called magnetic field. ठीक है, अब हम देखते हैं प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ बार मैग्नेट, जो कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, 1 या 2 मार्क्स में बोर्ड में पूछा जा सकता है. तो प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ बार मैग्नेट में प्रॉपर्टी नंबर फर्स्ट, अ फ्रीली सस्पेंडेड मैग्नेट अलाइन इटसेल्फ अलोंग नॉर्थ साउथ डायरेक्शन. आप किसी मैग्नेट को अगर फ्रीली सस्पेंड कर दो तो अपने आप को नॉर्थ साउथ डायरेक्शन में अलाइन कर लेता है. एंड जैसा कि हमारा प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ चार्ज होता है, सेम चार्ज रिपेल ईच अदर, अपोजिट चार्ज अट्रैक्ट ईच अदर. इन सेम मैनर अनलाइक पोल्स अट्रैक्ट ईच अदर एंड लाइक पोल्स रिपेल ईच अदर. मैग्नेटिक पोल्स ऑलवेज एग्जिस्ट इन पेयर. तो ये आपको याद रखना है, जो आपका चार्जेस होता है बेसिकली पॉजिटिव चार्ज एंड नेगेटिव चार्ज कैन बी प्रेजेंटेड सेपरेटली, बट if you deal with a magnetic poles, तो magnetic poles always exist in pair, ठीक है. Like we don't have monopoles. Monopole is not possible, and we cannot separate the pole as well. Next, a magnet can induce magnetism in other magnetic substance. This is also a very important point. A magnet have tendency to induce magnetism in other magnetic substance like para, di, ferro materials. Fifth point, it attracts magnetic substances. तो already हमने definition में भी बताया था कि phenomenon of attracting magnetic substance is called magnetism, and bar magnet is a perfect example of artificial magnetism. So if somebody is asking like which is the surest test of magnetism, so same as in electrostatic, like in electrostatic also this question was there, like how which test can be determined to know that whether charges are present or not. So repulsion is the surest test in electrostat also, and repulsion is the surest test for magnetism as well. So a magnet can attract iron rod as well as opposite pole of other magnet. It does not mean that iron is a magnet, but if let's suppose a material A and another material B both are repulsive, both are showing a repulsive force, then it's clearly indicated that both will be magnet and both will have same poles. That's why they are repulsing each other. ठीक है. Now we have the representation of uniform magnetic field. This is very important. Like uniform magnetic field is the reason where magnetic field does not vary with respect to time. That is, it remains constant. So in order to represent the uniform magnetic field, what we use is either we use this first figure. ठीक है, just check the figure with blue color. It is a straight and equally spaced. Okay, one thing you must be noted is like it is equally spaced, and it is a uniform field on the plane of the diagram. Now if we go to next second figure, that is cross one in the red color. So this is the uniform field perpendicular and into the plane of the diagram. okay, into the plane of the paper. And if we deal with the third one, it is represented by dot means that the magnetic field lines are emerging out of the plane of the diagram. ठीक है, चलिए नेक्स्ट वी हैव करंट लूप एज अ मैग्नेटिक डाइपोल एंड मैग्नेटिक डाइपोल मूवमेंट. तो एज वी जस्ट नाउ टोल्ड दैट magnet always, the poles always exist in pairs. So let us consider a current carrying loop, okay, a current carrying loop here, and the current is either clockwise or anti-clockwise. See the direction. If we look this current carrying coil basically from our right hand side, okay, what it will be visible that the current is in anti-clockwise direction. On the other hand, if you watch this figure, okay, this current carrying coil from left hand side, it will be seems that the current is flowing in clockwise direction, and as clockwise direction generally represents south pole and anti-clockwise direction generally represent north pole. So you can check from right hand side this current carrying loop is making north pole, and from the left hand side this current carrying loop it seems to be in clockwise direction and it acts as a south pole. So magnetic dipole movement is basically defined as product of current and area, and as magnetic dipole movement is a vector quantity, so we represent it as m vector is equal to ia n cap, where n cap represents area vector. SI unit of dipole movement is ampere meter square. A very important thing which you must be noting is when we look at any one side of loop carrying current, if the current is in anti-clockwise direction, then the side of loop behave like a magnetic north pole. Just note it down. If it's look like the current is in anti-clockwise, then you must write it as north pole, it acting as a north pole. And if current is in clockwise, it seems to be in clockwise from left hand side, okay, then the loop behave as a